Have you ever wondered what it would be like if a promising future was snatched away in a blink of an eye? What if justice seemed out of reach for over 2 decades? Tara Louise Baker was a 23-year-old first-year law student at the University of Georgia for a bright and impactful future. Known for her intelligence and determination, Tara had always been a standout student. She graduated from Lovejoy High School in 1995, where she was admired by teachers and peers alike for her academic achievements and vibrant personality. Her journey continued at Georgia College in Millville, where she pursued undergraduate degrees with a focus that reflected her ambition and commitment to her goals. Tara's time at Georgia College was marked by academic excellence, participation in extracurricular activities, and the forging of lasting friendships. Her success and experiences during these years solidified her decision to pursue a career in law, a field where she aspired to make a significant difference. In the fall of 2000, Tara embarked on the next chapter of her life as a law student at the University of Georgia. She quickly distinguished herself as a hardworking and passionate student, respected by both her professors and classmates. Tara's future was filled with promise as she navigated the challenges of law school with the same dedication that had characterized her educational journey thus far. However, Tara's life took an unexpected and tragic turn on January 19, 2001. On that fateful day, the vibrant and determined young woman's promising journey was cut short, leaving her family, friends, and the University of Georgia community in shock and mourning. On the evening of January 18, 2001, Tara Baker was last seen by her friend around 7:30 p.m. at the University of Georgia Law School library. Later that night, at approximately 9:00 p.m., Tara made a call to that same friend to ensure they had arrived home safely. During their conversation, she mentioned her plans to leave the library by 10 p.m. Unfortunately, this would be the last time anyone heard from her. The following morning, on January 19, 2001, firefighters from Athens, Clarke County were called to a fire at Tara's apartment on 160 Fawn Drive in Athens, Georgia. As they battled the blaze, they made a devastating discovery: Tara's body. Investigations soon revealed that the fire had been deliberately set, a cruel act of arson intended to cover up a heinous crime that had ended the life of the young, promising law student. Tara's demise sent shockwaves through the University of Georgia and the surrounding community. The response from law enforcement was swift, launching an immediate and thorough investigation to uncover the circumstances surrounding her tragic demise. Detectives combed through evidence, interviewed potential witnesses, and followed numerous leads, all in an effort to bring the perpetrator to justice. Despite these extensive efforts, the investigation into Tara Baker's case soon hit an end. For 23 years, her case remained unresolved, a cold case that left her family, friends, and the community in a state of prolonged grief and uncertainty. The lack of closure and the relentless passage of time only deepened the anguish felt by those who loved her. Throughout these years, Tara's mother never relinquished her quest for justice. She kept her memory alive, persistently advocating for renewed interest and attention to her case. Tara's story became a symbol of a vibrant life, cut tragically short, and a call for justice that echoed through the community. The unresolved nature of Tara's case highlights the inherent challenges in slaying investigations. The ACT requires state and local law enforcement agencies to develop procedures to initiate a review of unsolved cases, to determine if a full reinvestigation of the case could lead to new evidence or the identity of the perpetrator. The law further provides an avenue for families that disagree with the findings of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to have an administrative law judge review the case. It also required law enforcement to look into unsolved cases if more than 6 years had passed. The ACT is named for Rhonda Sue Coleman and Tara Louise Baker. In September 2023, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation Goby's Cold Case Unit joined forces with the Athens, Clarke County Police Department. They conducted an in-depth review and analysis of the ongoing investigation into Tara Baker's demise. This renewed effort was driven by advances in forensic technology and investigative techniques, coupled with a steadfast hope to finally bring closure to a case that had haunted the community for over 2 decades. The collaborative investigation aimed to re-examine every piece of evidence, scrutinize previous witness statements, and explore new leads. Detectives meticulously revisited the crime scene, arraigned individuals connected to the case, and employed cutting-edge forensic methods to uncover any overlooked details. This comprehensive approach was designed to piece together the puzzle that had eluded them for so long. Investigators were particularly hopeful that modern DNA analysis and other advanced forensic tools could shed new light on the case. Technologies that were unavailable or in their infancy at the time of Tara's demise were now being leveraged to re-examine evidence with fresh eyes and new capabilities. This included retesting biological samples, analyzing digital footprints, and utilizing enhanced crime scene reconstruction techniques. The partnership between the Gobi and Athens Clarke County Police Department was marked by a renewed sense of determination and collaboration. Both agencies were committed to leaving no stone unturned in their pursuit of justice for Tara. They understood that solving this case would not only bring solace to Tara's family and friends, but also reinforce the community's trust in their dedication and perseverance. Tara's family, having endured years of uncertainty and grief, expressed cautious optimism, renewed investigation. They hoped that this joint effort would finally provide the answer they had been desperately seeking and bring the perpetrator to justice. The community, too, rallied behind the investigative teams, offering support and sharing any new information that might aid in solving the case. On Thursday, May 9, 2024, state and county investigators announced a significant breakthrough in the long-standing case of Tara Baker. Edric Lamont, F.A., a 48-year-old man from Athens, was arrested and charged with multiple serious offenses in connection with Tara's demise. These charges included slaying 2 counts of felony, slaying 1 count of aggravated assault, and concealing the demise of another. Also, arson, possession of a knife during the commission of a felony, tampering with evidence, and 1 count of aggravated sodomy. The arrest of F.A. marked a pivotal moment in the investigation, bringing a renewed sense of hope and justice to Tara's family and the community. This breakthrough was made possible through the use of advanced DNA analysis and other biological evidence, which had not been available at the time of the original investigation. The sophisticated forensic techniques employed by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation's Cold Case Unit and the Athens Clarke County Police Department provided the crucial link needed to identify and apprehend the suspect. Faust was promptly taken into custody and remains in jail on a $115,000 bond, as recorded by the Clarke County Sheriff's Office. Faust lived on Cooper Road in the same neighborhood off Lexington Road as Tara, who lived barely a block away on Fawn Drive in East Athens. According to Athens Clarke County Clerk of Court records, Foist has a long criminal history. Foist has dozens of arrests documented in the Athens Clarke County. Less than a month after Tara's demise, Foist was arrested and pleaded guilty to aggravated assault for cutting someone's neck. Faust was incarcerated between August 21, 1997 and July 20, 1999, as well as between May 1, 2001 and May 28, 2023. Foist's latest prior arrest was on March 3, 2022, when he was arrested for simple battery, disorderly conduct, and criminal trespass. He pleaded guilty on November 14, 20122. He was given 50 hours of community service and 12 months probation. The severity of the charges for Tara's case reflects the heinous nature of the crime that had shocked the community more than 2 decades ago. Faust allegedly used an instrument when used offensively against a person that results in strangulation. He is accused of stabbing Tara in the neck with a knife with a blade longer than 3 in and striking her head with a blunt object. Additionally, the warrant said that Faust assaulted Tara during the attack, hit her body, and tried to destroy evidence by setting her apartment on fire. The arrest was a significant development for Tara's family, who had endured years of heartache and uncertainty. Jerry Souders, now chief of the Athens Clarke County Police Department, who was an officer at the crime scene on January 19, 2001, said, "For many years, I have hoped the Bee, her family, would find justice for the loss of Tara. This is a case that has lived with me throughout my career at ACCPD. I remember being there during that horrific time, seeing this case now full circle. I appreciate the hard work of the detectives from then and now. Knowing that the evidence collected at that time contributed to the arrest today gives me tremendous pride in all the officers who worked this case over the years." The news brought a mix of relief and sorrow for her family, as they were finally given a tangible step toward justice for Tara. even as they were reminded of the tragic loss they had suffered. Tara's mother, Virginia Baker, reflected on the past 23 years and who Tara would have become. She said, "Please think of our Tara sometimes, and the remarkable person she would have become. Hers was a life so, though full of promise. I am so grateful. I want people to know that prayers work. Does not ever stop praying. Do not ever stop having hope in your heart, because it can happen." Tara's sister, Meredith Baker Schroers, also addressed Faust's recent arrest. "The past few days have been filled with a host of convoluted emotions, as if it were 23 years ago. We grieve. We grieve for Tara. We grieve for those we lost along the way, still waiting for answers. We grieve for the new generation that never will truly understand how amazing their Aunt Tara was. And we grieve for the Fast family. While we understand that this is the first step of many, we are grateful for this day. The arrest of Edric Lamont Foist for Tara Louise Baker's case brings long-awaited justice to a case that has gripped her family and community for over 2 decades. The breakthrough offers hope and solace, honoring Tara's memory and reminding us of the enduring quest for justice.